You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside you.
All right, what up, people? What's going on? What's poppin'? You've tuned into The Bad Boy Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. Miles, what up, bro? What's going on?
Man, life is awesome, B. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Just out here working, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to take some time to, step back and just be grateful for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Nah, real shit, man.
You can sit there and complain all you want, but, and every time you complain, there's also something to be thankful for. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I'm on right now. You feel me?
Real shit.
What's going on with you, though?
Same old shit, grinding, getting all this game out there. You feel what I'm saying? I was debating back and forth with this dude on Instagram because he was talking about everything is about looks, money, and status and shit. So,
so they still on that bullshit.
Yeah. So but it was cool though. He was cool. So he's going back and forth. But it's just funny to me how cats. It's like the evidence be right there, and right. I'm like, you still think it's just that? Like I'm like, you ain't see that goofy looking nigga with the hot chick down the block? You never saw that? Like I'm like, okay. But anyway, but today we're gonna be talking about how society created weak men, okay? Because niggas is weak out here today, man. It's just like shit.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Feel me? So, we got to go in on that.
Hey, congratulations on 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to all the subscribers for rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck is up. You feel me? So, yeah, we gonna keep it going. We're going to keep it going out in this motherfucker, you feel me? But before we get into all that stuff, right, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into some news. All right, so you guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show. Yo, you still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.
Introducing Ital Roots Jamaican Roots Drink, a perfect blend of health-enriching tropical fruits and naturally powerful male libido-enhancing herbs. Voted best-tasting roots drink in the market and made from superior high-end holistic natural materials. The main ingredient in Ital Roots is Cheney root, a well-known tropical aphrodisiac discovered in Jamaica for men with low energy or low sex drive. It's very high in iron content. This makes it excellent for cleansing and building up the blood cells wherever your body needs it. Buy on Amazon.com or JuiceForLifePlus.com. That's Juice, the number 4, Life, PLUS.com.
Do you have any personal dating issues that you need addressed right now? Dating and life coach Mr. Locario will help you with his 30-minute game session. The Mr. Locario's 30-minute game session is a private one-on-one coaching session on the phone or through Skype. For 30 minutes, you'll get answers to any dating questions you have. To set up your 30-minute game session, go to MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.
This is why I always say, like, I can't wait till these cats get to the point when they realize that pussy's not so important.
Right, exactly.
Because I think the pursuit of pussy puts cats. It puts a lot of guys in compromising positions mentally. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because they feel like, if I don't get the pussy, I failed, and I'm less of a man if I didn't get to use my game to get her to fucking fuck me and blah blah blah. And it's like, it's more important for you to walk away from a bitch with your self-respect than it is for you to walk away with the drawers.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Real shit.
It's way more important. Way more important. I mean, it's the best when you can walk away with her drawers and the self-respect, but it's more important. You know what I'm saying? It's most important to make sure you walk away with your self-respect. Because a lot of times, Nick, these cats out here they jumping over hoops. They they meet a girl at 9 p.m. and be talking to them till 5 in the morning.
Right,
totally disrespecting the things that they got to do the next day. Totally disrespecting obligations and schedules that they have set up for the next day. Why? Just because they're trying to fuck this girl. Dog, you can't do that. Once girls realize that that's the type of shit you on, they might fuck you, but they never will have any respect for you.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Because they see you don't have any respect for yourself. You know, it's a big fucking deal, man. It's a big fucking deal for you to remember who you are as a man. You understand? Because like I said before, their life purpose doesn't come to fruition unless you decide to give to them. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They're waiting on your decision. They're waiting on your decision, literally. You understand? So that's why you have to be secure in your position. So when you make those decisions and you give them instruction, they're with it. They're willing to fucking, provide support for that direction and those instructions.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Because look, here it is. You're not supposed to control a bitch into doing into doing anything. You understand? You're supposed to. A bitch is supposed to want to do it, and then it gets done. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
Because that's why it's so important for you as a man to have your direction already set and to already be on your purpose. So once you meet the bitch, all you got to do is say, look, my direction is east. And then once she realizes that she's down with going east, then she does everything in her power to support the movement towards east. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's it. Once you're at a point where you fighting with a bitch and you arguing with a bitch and you trying to explain reasons why it's in her best interest to go east, that's not your bitch.
Right.
That is not your bitch.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
because everybody's put on this earth the truth of existence is for you to be exactly who you are. Because when we say the truth is inside you, we're not just talking about dudes. We're talking about everybody. We're talking about male and female. You understand? So you have to. And that's why it's important for you to approach a lot of different chicks so you can realize which ones are conducive to your movements of going east or whatever your direction is.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Because you can't just pick a chick or pick depending on your shit. Because some niggas need more than one bitch to make shit happen. It just is what it is.
Right.
But you can't just pick chicks based on their look or based on if they got a college degree or based on this or based on that. You got to pick the right chick for your direction. And she has to naturally desire to support your direction. You understand what I'm saying? So the only thing you really need to do is encourage her, not control her. You need to inspire her, not control her.
Facts.
You need to just let her know, yo, baby, I really love what you're doing. Keep up the good work. And she's like, yes, daddy. That's who I aim to be. I aim to be the best woman that I could be for you, so we can make this move east because I understand that it's the best for us and our family.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
That's the type of conversation you need to have with a female. Once you start telling her, no, we need to go east because this, and this, and why aren't you listening to me? And why don't you trust me? And why don't we do this? And why don't you listen? And once you're doing all of that shit, that's not your bitch. That is not your bitch.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And men have to. We really gotta get back to a certain level of truly understanding, what we're here for.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Because, it's interesting. I watch a lot of these videos online and you got a lot of guys complaining about chicks and getting all upset, and they're like, oh, I'm just not gonna fuck with these girls, I'm opting out of this and blah blah blah. And what guys don't understand is this, is that the issues and the problems that you're having with these women is in direct relation to you not doing your part in the situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
right.
if you say I'm opting out of interacting with these girls, because dudes be like, oh, I'm just trying to pump and dump and I'm just trying to have sex with them, blah blah blah. And for most of these guys, it's hard for them to even have sex with these women, because in order for you to even get sex from a chick, you still have to interact with her in some sort of fashion in order to get to the sex. So if you are annoyed with dealing with women, period, then, or you're just like, well, oh, it's so hard, blah blah blah. How you going to even get to the pumping and dumping? You know what I'm saying? Unless you just paying the chick for sex and then whatever. But if you trying to really get it, then you gotta be involved with the shit. But see, the non-involvement is part of her resistance to you. You see what I'm saying? And that's the problem. That's the part that they don't get, because see, if we go on a deeper level of this, right? What you have to understand is that you are man in relation to her being woman, and she is woman in relation to you being man. So how in the fuck are you going to get any type of shit going if you're opting out of your responsibilities as a man in relation to her as a woman? You see what I'm saying? This is why you ever notice when chicks be on that, oh, I'm strong and independent and yada yada yada. You know why you realize that those are the women who have the hardest time finding men? Why? Exactly. Because you're saying you're strong and independent. You are not independent. You are interdependent with this whole situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you're part of the whole thing. You are the whole thing. So how are you opting out of the whole thing when you're part of it? You feel what I'm saying? Right. That don't make no fucking sense. So you know what I'm saying? You're exactly right. You know what I'm saying?
Listen up, you bitch ass niggas.
That's what I'm saying. That's all. I'll be like, yo, dudes is like, oh, these chicks be acting this way and they're so manipulative and they, don't care when they do this. And I'm like, you know why? You know why? Because you're not doing your part. That's like you have a fucking chair, right? And there's 3 legs to the chair. And one of the legs say, you know what? I don't feel like being the leg to this chair. And then that leg is complaining that the chair won't stand upright. You feel what I'm saying? Why won't this chair stand upright? Well, nigga, leg, you need to be there to make the fucking chair stand upright. You complaining about the chair not standing upright, but you're not participating. You see what I'm saying? Because you, again, as a man, see, and I'm going to do a whole video about this, but I'm going to say a little bit of it right here, is that as a man, your management, your leadership to when it comes to dealing with women is really how you actually show love to a chick. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And so a lot of guys, they'll say, I saw a video the other day, dude was like, oh, chicks, they don't love us and they don't have the capacity to love us because they do this. And I said, listen, and I'm thinking, I'm like, the reason why you're not feeling that love from the woman is because you're not doing your part as the man to lead and guide her. You see what I'm saying? Right. And so like you were saying earlier is that, the chick, she should be already ready to go in that direction that you set. But the direction has to be set in order for her to move. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't know where the fuck you're going and you trying to deal with a chick, she has no direction. If she don't have no direction, guess what she gonna do? She gonna wild the fuck out. She gonna go crazy. Whenever she's feeling that emotional shit.
She gonna do what she wants, and what she wants changes from minute to minute.
Exactly.
Because she's an emotional creature.
Exactly.
So that puts everything in chaos. Everything.
Exactly. And then you sit there and complain, why she acting like that? These bitches is crazy. Fuck these hoes. And that's because you weren't doing your part. You see what I'm saying? Right. Like, dudes don't understand how this shit go, man. I'm like, man.
See, the thing is that the narrative in society these days is all about, men and women being equal. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Right,
and
right.
A lot of men, we fall for that narrative, man. Mm-hmm. We fall for it so heavy.
Right, right.
Fall for it. It's sad. Like, niggas really got to take a step back and realize that all that shit is bullshit, though. Mm-hmm. It's bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? there's nothing equal about men and women. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
Like the same way that you have